Valve is not very good at balancing. If you look through the patch notes of a lot of updates, you're sure to find some pretty questionable stuff. But even so, Tf2 ended up in a pretty well balanced state. Well, if you ignore like a third of all weapons. So like many others before me, I tried to balance them, but this time I brought a friend along so we could double check each other's ideas. Also, all of my ideas are original and I usually say when they aren't, so if you think I stole an idea, I probably didn't. So, let's start. Scattergun, I think we all agree this is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's it's Scout's, best primary. It's a standard shotgun. Force.
I'd say Force and Soda Pop are fine.
Yeah, I think the only thing I'd say for Force of Nature is maybe slightly decrease the reload speed by like 0.1. So currently it's like 1.41 seconds. Maybe decrease that to like 1.3, just so that's a little more competitive with Soda Popper in stock, and also the deletes ammo that's unused, remove that.
I mean, it's
not gonna impact much. That's mainly just for like MVM and stuff.
Yeah, it's mostly just for MVM.
Shortstop.
Ooh, shortstop's interesting for me because like and from an objective standpoint, it's not the best, but I think it's actually finely balanced and just overall.
Yeah, I think I could just use a couple small buffs. The first one is...
remove the shove.
Oh, I'd say at least like double the shove's knockback and remove the cooldown. So just like, whatever. And also, it used to have a thing where it's like you get 20% more healing. Just in general, and I think we should bring that back.
Honestly, yeah. Considering that this is mostly used with it's one of its best synergies is the critical, and critical makes it so you take more damage. Yeah, I feel like it's a good trade balancing.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, I think it's mostly fine.
Yeah, and also this is I guess this is kind of something. We're assuming this is like TF2 as is, so we're keeping, for the sake of this experiment, or not experiment, for the sake of this video, or rebalance, we're keeping random crits and bullet spread just so it's more consistent, right?
I guess?
Yeah, so in that case, I'd say give the shortstop fixed bullet spread. Fixed bullet spread for the shortstop is actually an insane buff if you've ever used it on like fixed bullet spread servers compared to not fixed. It's like a huge difference.
I feel like Babyface's buff is easy. Just make it so it's less hard to lose boost.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because like just increase so instead of 25 damage, make it like 60. So it's less punishing, and then maybe in exchange for that, actually I thought of another downside too that could be interesting, so that you're not like so you can't just like run away. What if like after 6 seconds, what if after like 6 seconds of not dealing enough damage with your primary, the boost starts to drain, so you can't just run away and spam cleavers.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but like as like another thing to kind of balance that out, as well as probably increase the amount of damage needed to fill it to like 120. To kind of balance that out, you could also give it like, if you do like a meat shot, which would be like, I don't know, 50 or 60 damage or more, then you could have it like your next attack comes out like 10% faster, so it's kind of more encouraged to be aggressive.
Sure, I don't really. What do we do with the backscatter? Like, it's just like Sun. It's just the space. It's just stock, but worse.
Yeah, I think easy one is remove the accuracy. The accuracy is awful.
Even then, it still would just be. Why would you use it?
Yeah, I was thinking another thing you could give it is the kind of more pellets but less damage. So like 20% more pellets, 10% damage. Kind of like the Force of Nature. So, and that would mean with a mini crit back shot, for lack of a better word, you could do 150, which would one-shot medics.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, back shots are amazing.
Yeah.
An idea I just came up with is making it so like, like the your eternal reward has like silent backstabs. What if we made it so like the backscatter gave you like some silent movements?
Oh yeah, like a way quieter firing sound, something like that.
Yeah,
that would actually be really cool. That'd be a really big buff.
His silent footsteps.
Yeah, sure, but I think the big thing would be like silent firing sound, and if you really wanted to go crazy, you could make it have like the hides the body.
I don't think hides the body would be necessary.
Yeah, I don't think. Like maybe give it like 25 health on like a crit heal or something as well. So yeah, pistol.
I think all the pistols are fine, personally.
Yeah, the only thing is I think pocket pistol and winger. Maybe pocket pistol, because pocket pistol is like, I think I might need a very slight tweak. My idea was like 15% less damage, but 10% faster reload. So it's like, it's more of like a side grid, because it's kind of just like a better pistol, like but slightly.
I think the winger's fine as is, honestly.
Yeah, I think a small buff, like maybe 20% accuracy, higher accuracy, something like that. But I think it's like okay as is.
The cleaver is also fine as is.
Yeah, I love this thing. Cleaver.
Mad Milk is fine as is. It's good. I mean, it might need some nerfs if anything.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. I don't think it's like insanely busted. I don't think it's like extremely overpowered, but I think it is a little overtuned. So my idea was kind of make it charge like the gas passer, but not as much. So first, it can't be refilled by resupply, so you can't spam it. And then maybe increase the charge time to like 30 seconds or 35, but then also have the gas passer thing where like getting a kill decreases the charge by like 15%.
Or just damage in general.
Yeah. But
I think damage in general would be better because you're already using, if you use on someone, you're already encouraged to deal damage to them. So it's just like you get rewarded for actually using it yourself.
Yeah, but that could also mean you could charge it while the thing is active. I don't know. I think kills makes a little more sense.
I guess. As much I think, as weird as it is, I think Bonk is fine as is.
Yeah, I think I think everything about it just like works. It's probably one of his weaker secondaries, but it's perfectly good and viable. This is actually one of the funniest weapons in the game. You can like troll so much with this. Criticola is kind of in a weird position because it is
weird. It's annoying, but it's not good.
Yeah, it's like
on most weapons, on most scout weapons, it's not good except for the shortstop where it's like pretty good.
I mean, I wouldn't even say it's like necessarily a weapon thing. It's like it's really weak, but also really strong. I'd say it's balanced, but in a really weird way, and I think buffing it or nerfing it would like tip it too far into either direction. So I think it's best that it stays.
Yeah. What do we do with the stock melees?
I don't think we can do much to them.
No, most people say like, oh, give them like the 3-hit crit mechanic, but that's stupid in my opinion.
I don't think stock needs that much of a buff. I think if anything, we could slightly tune the others to give stock more of a purpose. But
I don't really want to do that.
Yeah,
though.
It's not really necessary. It's like it's even then. I think Scout's Bat isn't even like the worst of the stock melees. The fists and Fire X are way worse. Like if you're running like Mad Milk or something, and like Mad Milk, like Force of Nature or something, and you run out of shells, it's like it's not an awful choice to whip out your bat.
I think Boston Basher is fine.
Yeah, Boston Basher is fine. It's a decent. It's kind of not really side grade to the bat, but it's like balanced upsides and downsides.
Same with the Atomizer, I'd say.
Yeah, Atomizer is also like it's one of Scout's like best melees. It's like fine.
And from one of their best to one of their worst, we got.
Yep. Sandman.
Sandman is hard to balance because it's like critical cola, except it's just dog shit. But if you push it forward, it could just outbeat completely broken.
I think the slow is just an unfun mechanic. So my idea, and I had this before, I saw it other places, or like the video, other rebalances came out, was instead of giving, like, slowing the enemy, it, like, if you hit someone, you get a speed boost. Also minus 10 max health instead of minus 15, so it's less punishing.
Don't really know if this... I don't really know how I feel about the speed boost, honestly. But sure, I mean, there's no real other way to go about it.
What, do you have any ideas for how...
Like, all my other ideas just kind of make it outclass another weapon, like, my idea for, like, making it mark for death. That just outclasses the Fan of War.
Yeah. I don't know why that idea is so common. It just makes the Fan of War useless. Because it's like, why would you ever use the Fan of War if you could do the same thing from range?
The only way it could be balanced is if, like, the baseball, like, I don't know. It could work, but need to be tuned extremely carefully.
Yeah, like, I've seen, like, in rebalance servers, they have the mark for death, and,
It would need to be tuned carefully.
Yeah, because it's like, they have it, like, where it's, like, 1 second of mark for death, so you basically only get 1 attack in. I don't know, I think that would be fine enough, I guess, but still, it's like, unless you change the health penalty or, like, did some other stuff, I just don't think that would be that good of a weapon.
I do find the idea of giving it, like, a different supportive debuff interesting, but it's kind of hard to think of one that fits.
Yeah, like, what other...
Really? Afterburn would not make sense.
Yeah, make it, a healing reduction? I don't know.
How would a healing reduction even work?
Maybe, like, you get... I don't know, but even then, it'd be like that... I don't think that'd be that impactful, because, like, unless you're hitting someone who's being healed by a medic, it would just do nothing.
The only other idea I could think of is, like, maybe giving it the Pomson's weird cloak and Uber Drain, but, like...
That's not a very fun mechanic.
Yeah, and plus, that shit is ass, so...
Yeah, plus, like, but that set on, like, an actually good projectile would probably be really annoying to fight.
Yeah, but I don't think the Sandman Ball is a good projectile.
I mean, no, it's a good projectile. Well, not as is, but, like, it's a fast one, at least.
I think the better idea would be, like, maybe give... Okay. Maybe giving... Alternate idea, keep your idea, but give it a slow only on moonshots. Or something. Or, I don't know.
I think a slow at all would just be kind of...
Yes? Let's just leave let's just go with your idea. Sandman's too hard to balance properly.
Yeah. Candy cane.
Literally all you have to do is just maybe make it so you get less health from medics.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's like one of the best ideas, but like my kind of original idea was so it still keeps that, like, it's supposed to be like training wheels, kind of, where it's like you're a lot weaker, and that kind of it's supposed to train you against explosives to not get hit by them. I think a way to continue that would be so reduce the damage vulnerability to like 10%, but also have it like minus 60% max overheal, so against all things you have like less forgiveness, which I think kind of goes with the theme of the weapon.
I guess.
But I think a healing reduction would also work just as well.
Yeah, I think the healing reduction would work, but if you do want to keep the explosive thing, I feel like the other compromise would be giving explosives more knockback against explosives.
Yeah, but that might be an upside, 'cause you could like run away easier.
I guess it's hard to balance, but I do feel like my less healing from medics idea is probably the best.
Probably, but I want to give my own since that's kind of like a common idea.
Yeah. What the fuck do we do? I've seen so many balances of the Sonda Stick. Actually,
yeah, like actually, so many of them are really, really bad. I'm not gonna call anyone out. But yeah, Sonda Stick. But it's like weird because I think there's a pretty logical rework, where like just have it. So my kind of series of reworks would be have it just crit like just debuffed enemies in general. So it's like just more versatile, and then also maybe give it like shortened debuff timers while active instead of the fire resistance, and then probably maybe a increased damage on debuffed enemies so the crits still do more, and then I guess I don't know how much you would need this last stat, but like maybe it could be if you kill someone with this, it automatically removes all debuffs to yourself.
I don't.
And then no random crits, obviously.
I don't really like that, if I'm being honest. Just this idea, I feel like genuinely I'm not saying this should be it, but like genuinely, if it just gave afterburn as when you hit someone, it would be immediately better as like a combat tool.
Yeah, but that's just a free critting melee. I don't know. I think that's kind of lazy.
Yeah.
Not lazy, but like it would be just kind of annoying. I think I like the idea of debuffs because then Scout, like it could be more of a combo tool because you could do this with bleed, you could do it with Mad Milk. There's a lot more you could combo with it. Even if you like tweak the numbers that I gave, I think that would just be the best direction.
I think the problem with the Mad Milk one is that it would just become Bushwhacker Girardi again.
Yeah, but Scout's a close range class.
Oh yeah, fair enough. So yeah, I think your idea works. Phantom Forge is... its idea is cool, but like when you're...
Yeah, it's like the issue is if you're already like in melee range of someone, why not meat shot them? I have gotten some use out of it. I'm not gonna say it's like useless, but I think it could use like some more utility. My idea was kind of have not a big radius, but maybe if you hit someone, if you hit like the mini crit, like if you hit say a heavy in the middle of like a heavy who's next to his medic and like one other person, they all get marked.
Yeah, I was about to say that would probably be the best course of action.
Yeah, then like maybe slightly longer melee range to help melee hit detection, and then like 25%, not much. And then
I do also think you should maybe reduce the damage decrease, because like...
I mean, it doesn't really... That's combat isn't really the...
Yeah, but even then, it still like does way too little.
I don't know, but it's like it deals crits when it normally mini crit. So the first hit does 9, but then if you're weird and you want to continuously hit someone, you deal like 27.
That's still less than stock bat.
Yeah, but why does it need to be a good combat tool?
Fair enough. I feel... And a Rap Assassin. I love Rap Assassin. Don't change it. Yeah,
it's perfect. The only thing is like make the explosion damage consistent, because currently I think it's random, but other than that, it's like perfect. This is probably his best melee and one of the most balanced ones.
Soldier. I think Soldier's overall pretty well balanced.
Yeah, rocket launcher. Oh yeah, I also think we're also including like universal class changes in this. So but I think Scout and Soldier don't need any class changes. Original's a reskin. Direct hit, perfect. Black box. This is like one of the probably least necessary changes, but I think to stop like pocketed conch box, you could give it a buff in terms of like if you're at shoot it at mid range and close range, it heals 20. But I think you could change it to do like mid-range 20, close range 25. And then also give it like 30% slower healing from medics while active to help like Construct strats. Yeah, I mean it's a good weapon on its own.
I know people complain about Cow Mangler a lot, but I think it's fine.
I mean, balance wise, it's fine. It's just really boring. But I have a really cool idea. At least I think.
Give it bleed, buffed.
Yes, bleed for 8 seconds. No, my idea for the Cow Mangler. Okay, have like a heat generation mechanic. So like each shot. So you could charge it just by holding down the primary fire, but that charges the heat gauge, and firing at all charges like 30% of the heat gauge, and then overheating takes a certain amount of time. So you could overheat, but then you could also vent heat early. So like if your heat gauge is like pretty high, you could either choose to shoot one last shot to potentially hit the enemy, or vent the heat, which is faster than when you're being forced to vent the heat if you're overfill.
That's interesting.
And then in exchange, you could give it like some other buffs, like a faster firing speed, and also obviously like a damage penalty or explosion penalty.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's inspired from like the Halo games where like the plasma weapons have
the
that
rocket
mechanic.
jumper is fine.
Yeah, I mean it's designed for jumps. It doesn't really. It's like a stock melee. Like I don't think you can change the rocket jumper.
Liberty launcher.
Liberty launcher. This is one where I just kind of took the basic bitch idea of give it like 40% faster deploy and holster, and also just increase the knockback. I thought there's some other stat I gave it. I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh yeah, and just to decrease the damage penalty like 20%.
Yeah, I feel like that's good enough.
Because I do actually think this actually is pretty decent if you're using it like basically a rocket jumper light because of the self-damage resistance. Beggar's Bazooka, I think.
It's weird to talk about Beggars because like it has an obvious thing wrong with it, but like if you remove it, it might be too good.
Yeah, random inaccuracy. I think it's just kind of a part of the weapon. I feel like it being limited by its range, that's kind of a balancing factor. So I think it's fine. Plus, you could do like crazy rocket jumps, which are not practical most of the time, but they're cool.
Airstrike just is a simple change, like increase reload speed.
Yeah, something like that. Just remove explosion penalty when grounded, and also give it like up to 15% faster reload. Like if you get like 4 kills, then it gets like 10% faster. Then when you get by 8, it's like 15%. Those aren't the exact numbers, but you know, something like that.
Shotgun's perfect.
Shotgun's perfect.
Panic attack's perfect.
Attack. The only thing is like I don't think you need to be like they kind of have like successive shots become inaccurate. I don't think it needs that. You don't need to balance out fixed bullet spread. It's just kind of an upside.
Reserve shooter is odd because on soldier I think it's balanced. On pyro it's dog shit.
Yeah. Even though on soldier I think it's one of your weaker options. I just think like this is kind of a basic bitch change, but 20% higher accuracy.
Honestly, the best thing we could do is just remove it from Pyro.
Yeah, but there is that cool thing you could do on Pyro, which I've been trying to do for the past, like, I don't know, day, where you reflect, a soldier shoots a rocket at you, you reflect the rocket into his feet, then hit them with the reserve shooter for a mini crit. But yeah, I think just 20% accuracy, that'd make it, like, a decent choice on soldier and Pyro,
The banners and boots are fine, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the only thing is Buff Banner needs a passive benefit. My passive benefit I do was like 10% faster reload.
Yeah, just give Buff Banner that, and then just
the others are fine.
Gunboats is just good. I think
Gunboats.
People say Mantreads needs changes. I'm fine with Mantreads as is.
I just think it's like it's so much weaker than like your other options. I think to kind of make a general kind of option, I think my idea was obviously give it like 50% fall damage resistance and then like 15% blast resistance. But I think another idea that should be good if like random crits specifically is like a 75% crit resistance. Which if you don't know how that works, that's not like, oh, you deal 75% less damage of the total thing, but like 75% of the extra damage from crits. So effectively it would be critical hits, instead of doing 3 times damage, they deal like 50% more damage. I think that, along with the fall damage resistance and small blast resistance, would be good.
What the fuck do we do with
but
base
not
jumper?
But not mini crits, because mini crits while blast jumping, I think that's like a fair thing to have.
What the fuck do we do with the base jumper?
Base jumper, I think you could just revert, not fully revert, but I think, so give it like 50% more air control, because currently it has half, so like I think 75% would work. Let it redeploy, but like don't let you spam it, like after like, I think I'm kind of dominating. What are your ideas for the base jumper?
I don't fucking know, I don't use base jumper enough.
Okay. My idea was like 1 second, so you can redeploy after 1 second, like higher air control, but not to the same as it was pre-nerf, and then like 20% blast jump resistance. And then maybe to make it better on demo, like you get more secondary ammo or something.
The Bison.
The Bison's pretty bad, which is kind of...
It wasn't... Yeah, and the weird thing was, apparently it wasn't that... It was mediocre when it first came out, but Valve just kept nerfing it.
Yeah, they just kept nerfing it.
At this point, we're reverting it to its original save and make it good.
I don't think so. I think the easy way to do it is make it do like 1 hit, don't remove the multi-hit, and make it deal like 54 damage base or something. And then increase the projectile speed to something like 2,000. And then... I think a cool side would be letting it pierce damage resistances, because it is like the penetration gun.
Yeah, sure. Okay, stock and Market Gardener are fine.
Yep. Equalizer. What are your ideas?
This might be stupid, but like the Equalizer should maybe also give a bit of a damage resistance at lower HP. Like
that's not a bad idea.
Like it's kind. Like, that would kind of make it, like, a more balanced version of what Equalizer was before it got split in 2.
Yeah, so I'd say, like, increase the damage and make it, like, consistent. An idea I had that would be cool, that kind of incentivize melee combat, is, if you kill someone with it, your next attack is mini-crit boosted.
Maybe.
And then give it like a slower holster speed.
Other than Equalizer, all soldiers' melees are fine.
For the most part, yeah. The only thing with the disciplinary action is Fix being able to hit people behind you. Pain Train, actually, I do think could make it just more generally usable in more game modes. My idea was... what are your ideas?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I'm not bum out. Just the fucking Pain Train.
Okay. My idea was, like, give it like a 4-second speed boost after spawning. So my idea was like speed boost after spawning, so your rollouts are a bit faster, and then also speed boost while holding the intelligence, and also faster dispensing speed. So like in player destruction, you dispense like body parts faster.
I guess.
And then maybe change bullet damage vulnerability to like minus 10 max health.
The escape plan's fine.
Escape plan, yeah.
I think Pyro's primary is all finely balanced. Like, I know people have complaints about some of them, but like, as a whole, if you just look at them, they're not bad. All of them have good uses.
Yeah, they're all good.
So,
they all have uses.
So
I think.
So I don't really think balancing is needed.
Okay, besides like the flog though. I think another thing to kind of make combos more incentivized is currently how flames work. I saw this idea somewhere, but like currently how flames work is it deals more damage the longer you hold the fire button. What if it was like you deal more damage at the start and then it slowly decreases? This wouldn't apply to MVM obviously, but that would encourage people to not WM1 and go more for combos.
The grease is good, backburner is
good. Flog, my idea for kind of buff and nerf is give it air blast, but like kind of a different air blast. Where it's like an electrical surge that doesn't reflect and doesn't do knockback, instead like deletes projectiles.
And maybe does damage?
Yeah, it does like 20 damage or something. And
still let it extinguish teammates though.
Yeah. In exchange, that it would be like 90% slower healing while ubercharged. Or like while oomph is active, and then you can't be ubercharged.
While oomph is active at least.
Yeah, while oomph is active.
Dragon's Fury's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess make the air blast normal, but other than that, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I don't think making it normal would be that insane. I think it should be like, because currently air blasting disables your gun for 1.6 seconds. Maybe have it disable air blast for 1.6 seconds, but then the primary only for like 1 second. Flare gun. Okay,
beautiful.
They're perfect, but at the same time, for consistency, it is kind of weird that the flare guns can get random crits, which I didn't even know they could. So I guess we might as well just remove that.
Yeah. Detonator, beautiful.
Detonator. The only thing is like reduce the self damage from detonator jumps and maybe make them go a little further.
Scorch shot.
I think just kind of make it the ricochet flare gun, where it deals more damage on like ricocheted projectiles. Remove the stun, remove the splash on direct hits, or unless it's a direct hit, and even then make the explosion smaller.
Yes.
And then also just maybe, I saw this idea, but it's like make it the primary fire chargeable, so it's like you increase the kind of whatever, or like splash radius, and maybe knock back at full charge when you like hold it down. I like that idea. Do you have any rebalance ideas for it?
Not really. Okay, I do actually have a rebalance idea for Man Melter though. So.
Okay, let's hear it.
Man Melter is, I'm gonna say Man Melter's not that bad. It's like, but I do. One, maybe make it so that it can extinguish a bit more than just fire, because maybe kind of like your Sonos stick idea, where it can like get rid of a few other things. Because like, I feel like only doing the fire is a bit too situational.
Yeah, I think that I kind of had the same idea.
And I do have another idea. So the problem I think it has is that while even making it so it can get rid of more debuffs is fine, I still don't think that its crit reward is still like you'd rather use the base flare gun. So I'd say give it a slight damage boost from 30 to 40.
That a damage buff is actually kind of a good idea, but hi, I forgot that flares have afterburn, so if it did 40 damage base and a 120 damage crit, that would basically one-shot a light class almost instantly. So I retract agreeing with that proposed balance idea. Or not really, but I kind of agree. But I think another way you could go about that is like, because it's the Man Melter, you could have like shorter afterburn duration for the same damage. So it's like, it does afterburn faster.
Yeah, I feel like that on top of the other changes would be fine.
Yeah, but then I think of the debuffs, I think it'd be kind of unfair if we could remove Girardi and Mad Milk.
Yeah, remove the debuff stuff.
Plus they have the excuse of being bodily fluids, which I don't think the gun would want to suck up.
Cast Pass are just...
So I think my idea was like, you could do explode, so it has like a weaker explode on ignite, so it does like 50 damage, and maybe has the afterburn like healing blocking.
I guess.
And then also, I had another idea I think would be kind of cool, is like, another idea that could be good is, what if it could also, like, like, if you throw it on a building, or buildings, it would, like, make them operate at half capacity.
I guess.
I think that'd be, it'd give Pyro more of an anti-sentry tool as well. I think there's one other idea I had for it. Let me get it. Also, sorry for the, my voice not being the best right now. I'm kind of parched. I also just increase the afterburn damage, like make it deal mini crit afterburn. Yeah, and also just make it more consistent with Neon, like when you're still wet for a bit after it happening.
I think Firmware for us to just like maybe remove like its switch speed.
Yeah, just remove the switch speed and it's fine.
Again, we can't really change.
Can't change the fire axe.
It's the extinguisher.
Okay, I think we should, my idea is to kind of buff some of the Pyro melees, like even the ones considered like alright or good to the level of the power jack. So my idea was revert it so like it deals 50% less damage, but if you hit someone with who's on fire, it deals 195 instead of the kind of inconsistent damage it does now.
Okay.
And then also keep the speed boost and extinguishing.
And then we have the third degree. Crazy that this is the only weapon with that has no objective downsides. The only objective straight upgrade, and it still sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. My idea was to make it affect like any connected player, which includes like dispensers and payload, and also have it mini crit connected players. At the cost of no random crits and 20% damage penalty to non-connected players, but to give it another upside, you could have crits overhealed players. So
I feel like critting overhealed players would be a bit too much.
I mean, it's melee on Pyro, and plus it wouldn't do 195 because of the damage penalty.
Fair enough. What the fuck do we give it bleed and afterburn? Boss.
Yes. My idea. Well, I also, this is another one I had before it became common. But what if it was kind of like a reverse extinguisher, I guess, where like hitting someone with it would mark them for death for 6 seconds. So it's more of like a combo tool.
That's stupid.
Why?
Is the mark for death meant to be a support? Or?
No, because it's made for combos. Like you could hit someone with mark for death and then switch to like a shotgun or something.
I feel like it'd need a faster switch speed.
Yeah, as I was thinking, like a 35% faster like holster speed.
Yeah. I think back scratcher's fine.
I don't know. I think it's kind of weak, or it's just fine. My idea would be give it 75 health on kill, and also decrease the healing penalty to like 35%. Because the healing penalty is like really bad. It's like the worst part. I think 35% would be more reasonable.
Yes.
Yes, this would make it even more busted in medieval mode, but you can just like nerf it in medieval mode.
Or not play medieval mode.
Yeah. Like, maybe have it not drop health packs on kill, because you already heal.
Since we're already buffing everything to be on the same level as Power Jack, I don't think it needs changes.
Yeah, the only thing is to make it not so it doesn't overlap with the back scratcher, just, like, remove its 20 health on kill.
Homewrecker, I think we all agree, just make it destroy sappers in 2 hits.
Yeah, but also give it, like, a 75% knockback resistance and, like, 30% sentry resistance, so you could actually reliably beat sentries.
Neon Annihilator is weird to balance because, like, again, it's kind of like the critical where if you push it too far one way, it could become too good or too bad.
Maybe. My idea for the Neon is, like, this is kind of a complete, not really rework, because it would still crit wet enemies, but my idea was maybe have it, like, it starts empty and then by dealing damage with any weapon, you, like, charge its, I don't know, fucking, I'm not chemist, electrons, whatever, and then you charge the neon gas, and for, like, a certain amount of damage, and then when the meter is full, you can, alt fire with the neon to kind of do a critical lunge. I would kind of like, I don't know, something like that.
Sure, I guess, bro. I guess.
I'm pretty proud of the idea. I think it's a good.
Hawk Hand. Do we get Hawk Hand's rework? We remove it from the game.
Maybe, but I also thought of a pretty good. What if it like obviously increase the speed boost to like 3 seconds, and then also don't split the damage between 2 hits. But I think a cool utility it could have is like 50% faster deployed holster speed on wearer, so like for all weapons. Because people want the old degreaser back, I think a balanced way to do it is like you could use different flamethrowers besides like degreaser with other weapons in exchange for having a weaker melee.
I guess. I think Demoman's like mostly balanced. Like aside
yeah,
from
Demoman's like really balanced.
Aside from Caber and Shunsha, I don't think any of his weapons really need changes.
Yeah, the only thing is like I think lock and load could be made to be a little more unique. Mainly, okay, I'm saying this as a demo main because I think this would be a weapon I'd love. Let it have a like 10% damage bonus and pierce damage resistances so that you can like kill the Brass Beast Heavy in 3 hits. You can beat the stupid fucking charge and charge demos that turn my pipe to fucking 70 damage. In exchange for like maybe increase the blast radius penalty to like 40%. Oh yeah, important thing I forgot to mention, my idea also includes having a 10% damage bonus on long range shots. So you get the original like 120 base damage you used to have, but you have to like snipe people for it, plus it encourages those kinds of play styles. And obviously you remove the current damage bonus to buildings, it already has 2 damage bonuses.
Loose cannon's
fine.
Fine. Booties are fine.
Booties are fine, they're the ideal demo knight thing.
All the sticky bomb launchers are fine.
Yeah, only thing is like slight buffs to maybe make to these two, so it's like Quickie maybe have 5 shots in the clip instead of 4, so it's a bit more, you have to reload a little less, and then Scotch Resistance have it
faster reload speed, I guess.
Nah, my idea was like Stickies. Stickies have like an 80% knockback resistance from explosions. So that because like so your traps don't get ruined by like one soldier randomly shooting a rocket somewhere. I think Air Blast, it still being weak against Air Blast is fine though. By the way, if you haven't used the Scotch Resistance, please use it. You don't even have to do that many big brain things. People just run into your traps and it's really funny. Sticky Jumper is fine, again, can't really change this.
The shields are fine.
Yeah, Charge and Charge, you have the Resistance one, the fucking main damage optimal one, and the mobility one.
Bottle, we can't really change Bottle.
Yeah, and I wouldn't. Caber. First off, why does this have a deploy speed penalty? It's like, why? It's supposed to be like, if it's not meant to be on explosive demo, why is it have a deploy speed penalty? Anyway, remove that. Increase the damage to like, make it do a consistent like 130 or 135. And then maybe like, let it recharge through time or ammo, so like 40 seconds. And then maybe to balance that out, 50% slower holster speed.
Most of the swords are fine.
Yeah, I think the Eyelander's a little over-tuned. Do you have any ideas for that?
Slightly reduce the health gain. The max health increase.
I think a better way to do it would just be remove the health gain and decrease the minimum health. So it's like minus 15 max health instead of minus 25, and you heal like 25 on kill instead of 15, but you don't gain health. You just gain the speed and shield bash.
Fair enough.
Also maybe cap shield bash at 4 hits like everything else is, so you can't one-shot light classes.
Chuiti's fine.
Yep. Only thing is like maybe have
it's not good on soldier, but like why the fuck is he even on soldier?
Okay, on Soldier it can be pretty fun. Like, that's like the cool guy pick. Like, if that's like the Giga Chad pick. I think to make it a little better on Soldier, though, what you could do is have it like, if you don't have a shield, the deploy and holster speed penalty is only 35% instead of 75.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
No, if no, I don't. That doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, Skullcutter's fine.
I think doing random crits is a little goofy.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is also the slowest.
I mean, it's balanced, but I do think having an exception... I don't know. I think my idea for that was like... it doesn't do random crits, but it crits when it would normally mini-crit, not counting shield charges, obviously. And then also give it like a knockback resistance, because it's like the big heavy one.
Yep. Persian Persuader's fun as fuck. We can't change it.
Yeah, it's fine.
The Claymore, though.
Claymore, I think what you could, to make it kind of the hybrid knight sword, what you could do is like, if a shield is equipped, you get like, the grenade launcher reloads passively, so you don't have to reload as much, and then also give it like, grenade kills also contribute to your refilling shield charge. And
Actually,
then,
sounds really fun.
Yeah, and then change, decrease deployed holster to 35%, and then also change the damage vulnerability to -10 max health.
I'm surprised the demo's like has like some of the most balanced stuff in the
Yeah,
game.
demo's like really balanced overall. Like even like half of the like some of the ones we changed, I would argue are like not even like
except
super
for Caber.
under. Yeah, the Caber's the only one that's like actually bad.
Heavies.
Heavy.
Stock.
He's fine. The only thing is like I don't have an idea of how to do this, but maybe make the minigun require more aim. I don't know.
Stock's fine.
Tomislav fine. Natasha. So I think that we. Okay, do you have any ideas for it?
We all know what the basic idea is, but I think the basic idea is stupid.
Why?
Because I don't know, I get like the mobility minigun thing direction, but like Tomislav's already kind of that. Like it's faster to pull out already, so
yeah, but it doesn't really. I think you can go a little further with the mobility. The mobility minigun idea.
Plus Natasha being mobility minigun still kind of fucking would be still fucking annoying.
How would it be annoying? It's just like heavy that moves very slightly faster.
I don't. You know, I don't fucking. You know, I don't care about Natasha enough.
Yeah, faster move speed, and then also faster spin down and spin up speed. Also remove the slowdown and damage resistance, obviously. And then, yeah. Another gimmick stat I had an idea from Natasha was maybe have it do like more pellets per shot, but slower firing speed, so it feels a little more different. But yeah, but if you don't do that pellet idea, you could also just decrease the damage penalty.
Brass Beast. I don't know what to do with the Brass Beast.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think this is as bad of a weapon as most people think. It can be really. I think it's like top of C tier. Like it's pretty decent. Only buff I'd say is like slightly decrease the movement speed and spin up penalties, and that's all it really needs.
Okay, I just had an idea for the Hulong heater. This might be super stupid though.
What?
What if we make it so like the Hulong heater doesn't shoot bullets instead of just shooting mini projectile fireballs? Instead.
That actually was a concept for it, like it would shoot fireworks instead of bullets. That could be that'd be a good rework depending on how you tweak the numbers. My idea was kind of similar to that, where like if you do enough like damage, you charge a meter and you can like press like R or something, and that would launch like a fireball projectile that would kind of light enemies on fire. Oh yes, important clarification. Before you shoot the fireball, you charge it up and stand still without firing for a second. But there is a risk and positioning requirement. And then you'd also increase the damage bonus. Would be like, it would end up combined with the 10% damage penalty to like an actual 25% damage bonus. And then, I don't know, you could keep the Ring of Fire consuming ammo. That would be a decent way to handle it. Because I do like the idea that ammo management is more of an issue with this. But another way you could do that is have the Ring of Fire only activate when enemies are close to you. And make it not consume ammo, but you give it like less max ammo overall. I think either way would be a good rework.
Just had another idea for the family business. Again, this might be stupid, but what if we made this like a slug weapon?
That
like
might be...
obviously reduce its like damage if we make it a slug. Like I feel like again, making it a slug weapon would give Heavy more needed variety in gameplay, methinks.
Yeah. I don't know, I think that's a little too drastic, but I think a slug type weapon as like a new weapon, I think that would be interesting,
Yeah,
but I don't think that would
if we were making new weapons, I'd definitely do that, but like if slug's too drastic, then honestly family business is fine as is.
Yeah.
Sandwich
and banana are fine. The locust bar, give it like faster eating speed and like health regen or something.
Yeah. Buffalo steak, I guess remove its damage penalty?
Or vulnerability, yeah. Give it like a knockback resistance and remove the damage vulnerability and maybe give it like 25 health on kill or something.
As for all stock melees, we don't really know how to fix this.
Yeah, can't fix the fists.
KGB,
only thing is like, I don't know, I think it's a little dumb that you could get random crits with this.
That is dumb.
Apparently this has a holster speed penalty, and in this version of Tf2 we would fix holster speed penalties. So, just remove the holster speed. I don't know why it has one.
Fists of Steel are fine, in my opinion.
Fists of Steel are like... I don't think Fists of Steel are like game-breaking or anything, but I think they maybe do a little too much. I think the main issue is like, he does not need to resist fire damage. Like, Heavy does not need more help against the Pyro matchup.
Yeah, that is fair.
So like, change it to like 40% bullet resistance and then like 25% explosive or something. For your spirit, remove the... Oh, do you want to say it?
Say what?
Okay, remove the damage vulnerability. Do you have any reworks for it other than that?
The best rework idea I had is like maybe doing the Persian Persuader thing and just making it so it gives like a ton of other like boosts, like faster speed, but making it so ammo is like ammo you have is reduced by a lot.
That could be interesting. That's not a bad rework. Yeah. I think my more conservative, I guess, rework would be replace the vulnerability with like kind of a Boston Basher thing where you inflict 30 damage on yourself if you miss, but also give it like the Eyelander range, like 50% more melee range.
The eviction notice is so bad.
Yeah, it's like the damage penalty is like, it does the same damage as like Sun on a Stick. It's insane. Do you have rework ideas for it?
Nope.
Okay. Mine were like decrease damage penalty to like 40%, increase the speed boost, and also give it like faster deployed holster along with removing the health drain and giving it a damage vulnerability.
Holiday Punch is fine.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Some people suggest removing random crits or removing stuffing Ubers. Both of those would make it completely fucking useless. because those are like its only use cases, is like Ubers. That's the only thing keeping it like at least decent, because like getting random crits with any other weapon would like insta-kill them, so I don't know why we need to punish basically a slower insta-kill. I don't know. It's... yeah, I think these are fine. The only thing I do to make them slightly better is like 15% damage penalty, but like you get more healing while active or something.
Frontier Justice is fine.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Widowmaker is fine.
Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. Rescue Ranger's perfectly fine.
What do we do with the Pomson?
Pomson, I think there's a pretty easy. So just like start from scratch, remove every stat. So like same so pretend this is like the stock shotgun we're talking about. Identical. So we give it a projectile, make it like Rescue Ranger speed, which is 2400. Give it the weaker ramp up, so it only does a max of 72. Infinite ammo, 80% less damage to buildings, and like penetrates players. And then you have like a medium range side grade to the shotgun.
Reduce the shield health, reduce the shield health, reduce the shield health, reduce the shield health. Please. Other than that, it's fine.
Yeah, I think just like maybe to throw it a bone, give it like maybe it's like you get 80% sentry jump resistance, so you could do more crazy sentry jump plays, but you reduce the shield to like 25%.
Yeah.
Short circuits.
Make its primary fire actually fucking useful.
Oh yeah, do that. Hi, I wanted to briefly... Okay, jumping in again, I want to say how I would make the primary fire good. Obviously, make it deal more damage or cost less metal, whatever. But also my idea, give it like automatic tracking or something, or at least very strong aim assist. It should, my ideal situation, it would be kind of like a flamethrower where it's hard to miss. But yeah, that's my rework idea for it. But also, it's kind of, I hate playing this against this when I'm playing projectile classes, because they just like, oh, I just can't play the game.
It's fine, except make it just so that it can't get, maybe make it so you can't get metal from like from like the cart.
Yeah, definitely, but my idea was just make it more of like an air blast. So it's like, it costs less metal, but like you have to actually time it, and it doesn't take up the entire battlefield.
I mean, as in terms of like them spamming it in their nest, I think that's fine, because like it's their nest. They should have a natural advantage in it to a degree.
I guess maybe this is just my demo main bias coming into play, but I don't know. I think both reworks would work.
Wrench is fine.
Wrench is stock and it's fine. Jag, only thing is like maybe like increase the healing penalty to like 30% or 33% instead of 25. I'd say 30% is probably fine.
The Southern Hospitality. Now, as much as I want to go, oh, we should rework and get like different buildings, that's too much for this fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't think giving it... I saw the idea of like giving it like making it the health dispenser, which I just don't think fits with the theme of the weapon 1. And to your just designing a new weapon at that point, which I think is fine for some weapons like the Natasha, but I don't think Southern Hospitality is that unsalvageable. My rework was kind of make it the more of the, I don't know, the paranoid, I can't think of the word for it, but like make it remove sappers in one hit, and then also make it like maybe hitting your sentry makes it fire like 10% faster, but give it like reduced healing because it is like a spiky metal thing.
Yeah. Eureka effect is fine.
Eureka effect is fine. Only thing is like I've seen the complaint from a lot of engineer players that like teleporting to your spawn doesn't instantly refill your health and metal and stuff, and I think it should do that.
For Gunslinger, I guess you could make the argument that giving it mini dispenser would be cool, but like that's unneeded.
Oh, I fucking hate the idea of mini dispensers.
Really?
Yes, this is a hot take apparently, because like everyone I see says, yeah, mini dispenser would be great. No, imagine my engineer is like I just can't. I'm just stuck with a level 1 dispenser. Like I'm at fucking 2 health as a fucking soldier, and there's no medic, and then I see my engineer has a dispenser, and it's a fucking mini dispenser, and they're two on either side of the map, so I'm stuck with healing a fucking 10 health per second for like 40 minutes. It's a fucking horrible idea. I see why they scrapped it.
I think it could work with specific balancing, but nah, not with Gunslinger.
Yeah, just in general, I just think it's a bad idea, because it's like, oh, you're just punishing your teammates. Mini Sentry works because the Sentry is like more of the engineer's thing. Dispensers are for your team. You should not be handicapping your team. It's fine if you handicap yourself for more health, but, you know, plus Mini Sentries are still like effective. Level 1 dispensers suck. Syringe guns. I think just increase the projectile speed to like 1500.
Yeah, fix its ridiculous spread and just, you know.
Yeah, but I also think for perks exclusive to stock, you could give it like faster switch speed and then also like maybe a slightly faster reload. Oh yeah, for all syringe guns, give it a passive reload. Passive reload is massive for medic.
And
Blutsauger, I think.
Make it more of a battle medic.
Battle medic's a bad idea.
No, I like battle medic.
No, but like then your medics are just encouraged to do damage, and then you're stuck at like fucking burning to death.
I
think a good way to balance. I do agree that Blutsauger should kind of be like the offensive syringe gun.
Random idea I just had. Maybe like if you do damage to it, there's like your teammates around you also get health as well.
Yeah, that could work, but I also feel like that discourages it discourages using your medigun. I think my idea was like give it like 40% lower clip size, but killing someone with a Blutsauger like briefly doubles your healing rate for your medigun, and I guess amputator if you're using that. For like a couple seconds.
Overdose. It's fine, actually, honestly.
I mean, with the projectile speed buff, it'd definitely be better, but I still think you could give it like something else to compete with the crossbow. Like, I think my idea is like, once you've done enough healing, you can like shoot out a bolt that like gives your teammate a speed boost, because it is called the speed syringe gun. And then in exchange, give it like a 10% slower firing speed or something.
Since we already pretty decently buffed this, the crossbow's weird because like nerfing it makes it a lot less fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think someone said it best. It's like the crossbow is what makes playing medic fun. So it's like you can't nerf it. The only thing I'd nerf is the damage, because you know 75 at that long of a range is kind of insane. Cap it at like 55.
Yeah.
Which would still be decent, but like it wouldn't be 75.
Stock crits.
Only thing for quick fix is like maybe an effect where it's like your patient has a 20% faster reload speed while Ubered. I don't know. Vaccinator. I have a big idea of how to. So first, for the nerfs, obviously, you can't build while Ubered. No faster Uber build rate. You can't cap while Ubered. And then stacking Ubers costs 1 additional charge. So if you want to stack bullet and explosive, that costs 3 charges. And then the normal charge grants a 75% crit resistance instead of crit immunity. Those are the nerfs. And then for buffs to make up for that, there's like an additional mode where like if your charge is at 100%, you can like get a full 75% damage resistance and crit immunity to all 3 types for like 6.5 seconds. And then there's another buff, remove the overheal penalty, and then maybe give it like 25% slower overheal decay.
Bonesaw sucks as is, so we
Bonesaw-
can't change it.
The only thing is, like, I think it's kind of dumb that Magic Melees can random crit, so removing those at base would probably be good. And then Ubersaw probably like 30% damage penalty, since the no random crits would already be decent downside. Amputator. My only thing is let you taunt infinitely, and also have the taunt last for a few seconds after you've stopped taunting, like the effect.
I guess, yeah. Vitasaw needs a massive rework.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it needs something like massive. Do you have any ideas for it?
Not really.
Okay, my idea was you could have the organs. One, you could have it like you consume them to heal like 75 health over like 3 seconds. And you could have this would be for as many organs as you have. But you could also, this would cap out at 4 obviously, but like each organ, if you use it before Uber charging, it would extend your Uber duration by like 0.5 seconds. You could have like a 10-second Uber at most. And then give it 15% damage penalty to balance that out.
It's something about I don't it's so weird. I don't think it should be changed.
I mean, it's a straight upgrade to the Bonesaw, so I guess it needs something. Maybe like 25 or 50% less passive healing, so you heal at 2 to 3 health per second instead of 4.
I mean, I guess it's fair. Sniper stock.
Okay, I am of the opinion that Sniper is not. I guess most people think this now, but yeah, Sniper isn't overpowered. He's just kind of annoying to fight. I think there are 2 changes you could do to kind of just fix him being annoying. First is he currently can kind of continuously just pump out streams of shots and just not have to stop. My idea, well, not my idea. I'm fond of the clip size idea. So it's like 4 in the clip, 20 reserve. And also give him tracer rounds. So it's like, but I feel like the tracer rounds would be like in between the classic tracers and the Machina tracers. It's like more noticeable than classic, but less noticeable than Machina.
Yeah, I guess it's...
Yeah, I think that fixes issues. I did explain why the clip size is a good idea, so I'm doing that now. Having to reload every 4 shots means you can't just spam shots out and just wipe off the whole team. Plus it encourages target prioritization, since you want to make the most of your limited shots before you have to reload. Bizarre bargain. I think just give it 1 less shot in the clip. Or in this hypothetical clip,
Yeah.
and that would make it... Yeah. Machina. It's kind of dumb that this is... Wait, do you have any ideas for
I
it?
don't even know what the base Machina does. I'm gonna be so honest with you.
Okay, so it's kind of the body shotgun because its benefits only exist at full charge, so just make those not affect full charge, like penetration at any charge level and also damage bonus at any charge level. And because it's kind of the penetration gun, the second penetration gun, you could also give it damage resistance piercing. Then in exchange, you could give it like 50% slower reload and like 10% slower firing speed. Maybe not 50%, but like 40%.
The Hitman Seatmaker. I don't fucking care about this gun.
Yeah, it's fine. I think the only thing is like make it have the classic tracers instead of the sniper rifle tracers. And that kind of buff it a little bit because honestly, I feel like focus isn't even that good. It's like a pretty useless ability because it like, yeah, it makes your charging better, but also makes you completely tunnel visioned. So it's like it's kind of a nerf if anything.
Focus is only good in MVM.
Yeah, Sydney Sleeper. I like the idea of kind of a supportive sniper rifle.
If only it did it well.
Yeah, so I think you could have it, don't make it have a clip size, so like, the clip size thing we added doesn't apply, because, you know, you're supposed to be more supportive with it, and give it like, so like, head increase Girardi application based on charge level, and based on if it's a headshot, so like, a full charged body shot would inflict for like 5 seconds, and then a base headshot would inflict for 5 seconds up to like 8. And then also give it like 10% body shot penalty and classic tracers. And then the classic.
I feel like we should remove Classic's tracers. It's already bad.
I mean, we could buff it in other ways. Plus, that make it kind of inconsistent with the idea. So I think we could give it like more ammo, like more clip size, like 50% more clip size, and also 50% more reserve ammo. And then also make it, okay, you have it like shots under 30% charge would mini crit, shots over 30% charge would full crit, instead of just fully charged. And then obviously, like, the laser would only appear. There'd be some visual indication when you could headshot, like the laser would appear. Then, yeah, I think that's all it would need.
I don't play Sniper enough to comment on this stuff.
Yeah.
Huntsman's fine.
Huntsman's fine, just maybe fix some of the jank. And give it maybe a passive reload.
SMG's fine, I guess.
SMG's fine, it's stock, it's good. Cleaner's carbine. I'm guessing you don't have any ideas for any of the sniper weapons.
Nope.
Okay. Cleaner's carbine, I think what you could do is, like, remove the firing speed penalty, have it only fill up, like, you need 50 damage to fully fill. Remove the firing speed penalty, but increase the clip size penalty to 40%. So you have, like, 15 shots that are, like, normal SMG speed, and you get the crikey function. Girardi. This needs some. It's issues that's way too spammable currently.
Yeah, it's way too spammable.
So I think just increasing. So no, you can't refill from resupply because that's kind of busted with the Girardi and Mad Milk. You could just spam it, and then also increase the recharge to like 45 seconds or like 40 seconds. Cozy Camper.
Camper's the only backpack that's actually designed.
And then, I think just remove the fire resistance. It's stupid. Darwin's Danger Shield.
How do we make the Danger Shield actually good?
Just give it like 25 max health and give it like 10% body shot resistance from sniper rifles. So it's like, so body shots we wouldn't be able to die from a single body shot unless you were injured. I think that'd be, because it used to like make you immune to headshots, which is really stupid. So I think a better way to handle that would be make you immune to body shots, and also the 25 max health.
Razorback.
Okay, this was a completely stolen idea, but I love this rework for the Razorback. Instead of backstab immunity, it would give you like crit resistance. So because backstabs are technically crits, so it'd be like 80% crit resistance and midi crit resistance, and backstabs don't insta kill you, instead doing like 65.
It's
damage, but it would still disable the weapons. But it'd still do something at least, and then maybe have it break with enough crit damage, or break on a backstab, or definitely break on a backstab. But I think that'd be a more fair way to do it.
Stock's fine.
Stock's fine. Maybe remove random crits like with the bone saw.
With how we changed Girardi Bushwhacker, it's probably fine now.
Yeah, maybe give it like a 40% or 35% or 40% slower deploy speed. But that's it. Sean Shaw, it's fucking boring as shit. Maybe give it like 25 health on kill or something. Tribalman's. It's pretty bad. I would say my idea was like obviously have the bleed and hit pierce resistances so you could actually get the full 8 seconds of seeing the spy. Then also give it like remove the damage penalty and only give it like a damage penalty on bleeding players and make it like 35%. Oh yeah, not just have it pierce them, but have the like if you hit someone, their damage resistance is like disabled, but that might be a little too strong. So, as Spy as a base, I think you'd use a couple buffs. Like, I think first, like, movement speed buff to, like, 110% so you can outrun Medic. Then, also, just to make him a little... So, I'm of the opinion that Spy isn't that bad. I think if you play the class correctly as, like, a stealth class, he is actually, like, okay. He's pretty decent. His main issue is that he is like not consistent, like you could just get fucked over. I think the Pyro matchup is the main imbalanced thing. So I think just have it like, there isn't a visual indicator for you getting hit by flames unless the flame is on you for like 0.5 seconds. So Pyros can't just wave their mouse around. Revolvers, give it like 20% accuracy buff.
Yeah. Ambi's fine.
Ambi's fine.
The Executor.
I think we all know what we're gonna do. Anyway. I think the good... my idea is just give it like accuracy bonus as well, like 25%, so it stacks with the revolver, so it's better at hitting Wranglers. And a sound I thought of that's kind of cool is like...
I feel like giving a bleed would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that's true. But like ricochet shots, so like if you hit the ground and the bullet bounces off and hits someone, it would only bounce once, obviously. It would deal a mini crit, which would have fall off, obviously, but I think that would be cool.
Diamondback.
Can't crit while disguised or uncloaked for like 0.5 seconds after undoing that, and also 20% slower firing speed. Crits are affected by fall off, and yeah, I think that'd be good. Latron J.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Base Sapper's fine.
Base Sapper is fine.
Okay.
Red Tape, just...
I feel like everything about Red Tape, like design-wise, sound-wise, it wants to be like the main distraction sapper, but they just changed it to being the bad sapper.
Yeah, I think it is kind of insane against teleporters. But I think it's just an easy buff, which just, like, it takes one more wrench swing, or I guess homewrecker swing, to remove it.
Stock Knife is fine.
Stock Knife. Oh yeah, the only thing is like I'd remove face stabs. I know spy mains are gonna fucking cry about that, but face stabs are face stabs. They are not back stabs. They are because of jank hit detection. Just fix the jank hit detection, and then hopefully the face stabs will go with it. Big Earner's fine. Kunai. This is kind of like in a weird place because like competitive players say it's fucking dog shit, but then like everyone else says it's really good.
It is balanced overall, just people don't know how to use it.
I fucking hate Kunai Deadringer spies.
Okay, unless it's with Deadringer. Deadringer Kunai's stupid.
Yeah, and actually I don't mind if it's like Inviswatch, it's not that bad, still kind of annoying that it's 200 health, but like still. For the Kunai, I'd say to kind of hopefully make both sides happy, reduce the max overheal to like 190, but increase the minimum health to like 90 instead of 70. And then also give it like 20% slower firing speed or swing speed, I guess, so that it can't, it can't do as much stupid bullshit where you just tank 1,000 damage. Spicicle's kind of in a weird spot because it's technically, like, it's kind of an upgrade, but also kind of isn't. It doesn't really have any negative stats, but it's also just annoying to use. What I would say is let you like manually activate the Spicicle melting and have it apply to all debuffs, or at least all visible debuffs. But then in exchange, give it like 15% slower swing speed.
I literally don't care about the spice.
Yeah, I don't either. It's so forgettable.
I think Eternal Reward.
Yeah, I actually really like this. This is like such a cool knife.
Yeah. It's actually, like, people say it's bad. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I honestly think it's a decent option, but I do think it could use some buffs. I think a cool one would be letting you fake more actions while disguised. And then also decreasing the cloak drain to like 15%, so it's more usable with non-Latron J primaries. And I don't know, maybe disguises only costs like 50% of your cloak instead of all of it.
Stock Inviswatch is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Cloak and Dagger.
I'd argue it's fine.
I'd argue it's fine. The only thing is, like, I think a cool set to like, as a slight buff, because I don't see a lot of people use it, is like, because it's kind of like the Patience Watch, you could have it like while you're disguised or cloaked, or just either or, you have like teammate collisions, so if people run into you, like they won't be able to fully block you, kind of like how you are with your teammates, where it like slightly nudges you but not. I don't know, I think that'd be cool. Dead Ringer, I hate this thing. It's just I have to play fucking spy babysitter because he just teleports behind enemy lines, and you're just like, oh, he fucking stabs my medic, or like just 3 people, and then I focus fire him, but he activates Dead Ringer, so he just fucks off. That's like one of my least favorite weapons to fight in the game.
So what do we do about it?
I agree. This kind of took inspiration from another change, but I think it's just we need a complete revamp. So just remove everything, start from the ground up. So you hold Alt Fire or Special Attack to activate like your normal Invis Watch cloak. But you tap Alt Fire to block 65% of the damage, or 66% of the damage done in that window. And if you successfully block an attack, that grants a speed boost. And but blocking is on a 2-second cooldown. You can't receive cloak from ammo boxes, and your cloak lasts 35% less. So the thing is, you wouldn't be able to tank damage while cloaked, and it would be more obvious. Like it wouldn't be a Dead Ringer. It'd be more obvious, just like, oh, you block one attack, instead of just a get out of jail free card.
And yeah, that's all the weapons.
That's all the weapons.
Well, it just let us know what you think of these.
Yep. Let me know what you think of your rebalances. Okay.
See ya.
Bye.